Very good afternoon. You're watching Lunchtime News here on TV1 with me, David Paldano. Now, before we head into your stories in more detail, let's first take a look at your headlines.
All faculties, excluding the medical faculty, closed down at the Colonial University. Case filed against Ravi Karunanayake for providing false statements on the bond scam. Cabinet approval granted to build high security fence around Jayashree Mahabodhi and Ruwan Valley Mahasaya. Israel heads to new election after Netanyahu fails to form coalition.
In your headline-making story, all faculties, excluding the medical faculty, closed down at the Colonial University.
Media spokesperson of the university, Dr. Vijayananda Rupasinghe, said, due to the April 21st attacks following the reopening of the university the day before, a special program was implemented to ensure the security of the students. According to the new program, all lecture halls and cafeterias will be closed after 9 p.m. A number of faculties were closed down once again after a group of students protested against the newly implemented security plan. However, according to university spokesperson Dr. Vijayananda Rupasinghe, weekend university lectures will be held according to the usual timetable.
The Attorney General's Department informed Colombo Chief Magistrate Lanka Jayaratne that it will be taking measures to institute legal action against Minister Ravi Karunanayake for providing false evidence before the Presidential Commission of Inquiry into the Treasury bond issue. Senior State Councillor Lakmini Giharangama informed court providing false evidence is an offence under Article 189 of the Penal Code.
She informed court charges will be filed against Minister Ravi Karunanayake after recording statements from him, his daughter Onela Karunanayake and several others. Senior State Counsel Lakmini Giharangama said the investigations are yet to be completed due to the failure by respective parties to comply with the order issued by court on the 28th of February to appear before the CID and provide details of all bank accounts and income of Global Transportation and Logistics owned by the family of Ravi Karunanayake. She requested court to consider the fact Onela Karunanayake is not paying any interest to comply with the court order. She added both Minister Karunanayake and his daughter have informed they would appear before the Criminal Investigations Department on the 6th of June to provide statements for the ongoing investigations. She requested for Onela Karunanayake to be questioned when she appears before the CID as to why she failed to provide documents as per the court order. Colombo Chief Magistrate Lanka Jayaratne instructed the Senior State Counsel to file charges against Onela Karunanayake under Section 172 of the Penal Code for violating court orders if there is information to claim the order was ignored on purpose. Court ordered for a progress on the investigations to be made available on the 29th of August.
A memorial to mark the 77th birthday of late venerable Madulwave Sobita Thero was held yesterday.
The event was held at BMICH. The Mahasangha, the Speaker of Parliament and politicians attended the event.
Two factors with regard to the people's hopes fading and the collapse of public administration have now become clear. The first is Ranil Wickremesinghe's short-sighted political role that is not accountable to the general public, that is arrogant and foolish. It is also insensitive to the common man. The second is hoping for a leadership to that of Nelson Mandela from a man who is simply not up to that mark. The UNP went wrong by expecting a democratic rule from a person who depicted himself as a saint of democracy, but in reality is a person who hates it. The current Prime Minister is in its background. PM Ranil Wickremesinghe is holding on to the leadership of the United National Party, and it is the clear truth that it is being done without a democratic basis. It is no secret that he is holding on to the leadership of the party in an autocratic manner. His political vision is to make the party a property that is owned by his close confidants and to ensure that no one from the party rises up to the national level. The fact that a person who is in love with the position of opposition leader is allowed to remain the leader of the party goes on to show that the people who are responsible in the party have become tools of the autocratic rule. The fact that the leader of one of the main political parties in the country had to look for people from outside to win the presidential election clearly shows that he is not a leader. Another factor is trying to come to power through the support of Mahinda Rajapaksa, a person who completely annihilated him in the political arena. After granting 2 helicopters to Mahinda Rajapaksa to travel to Madamulana and making a promise that his family members and the people who worked for him will be safe, Ranil Wickremesinghe has remained true to that word completely. As soon as Ranil Wickremesinghe was sworn in as the Prime Minister, he attempted to rule the country the way he wants by leaving Maithripala Sirisena aside. This thinking is cruel and dangerous. Understanding this situation, Venerable Sobhita Thera met with the Prime Minister twice and asked him not to have any issues with the President and to sit together at one table and make the decisions. Even though he listened in silence, his arrogant mind did not comprehend this matter. Ranil Wickremesinghe is a renowned political figure. However, he remains in a glass box. He is not familiar with politics on the ground. If politics was similar to swimming, he is a person who has learnt it from the ground. That is why he would drown each time he gets into the water. In comparison, Mahinda Rajapaksa is someone who could swim even on the roughest ground. Ranil Wickremesinghe is in no way suitable to lead the country again. He has made this abundantly clear in his records. He should resign from the party, or the responsible UNPs should get together, think of the country and remove Ranil Wickremesinghe. President Sirisena from the inception feels that Ranil Wickremesinghe has a party and a group and that the president is alone. The danger behind this was not understood by Ranil Wickremesinghe at any point. He continues to act in arrogance. In the meantime, Mahinda Amaraveera very meticulously gets hold of the president. A number of SLFP leaders were to be taken in by the law. They create ties with President Maithripala Sirisena. It becomes normal for these corrupt people to vociferously speak about the bond scam and the actions of Arjuna Mahendran during the local government election. The UNP along with the SLFP got destroyed. President appoints a bond commission. The PM does not even make a request to carry out the bond investigation from the time of Mahinda Rajapaksa. President Maithripala robs the government thinking he is teaching a lesson and hands it to Mahinda Rajapaksa. PM Wickremesinghe does not learn his lesson even in this incident. Prime Minister Wickremesinghe is a puzzling individual. Sigmund Freud should be exhumed to understand this man. Apart from the position of the opposition leader, the PM also loves to be reprimanded by his political opponents like Vimal Veeravansa and Dinesh Gunawardena. Isn't this a serious issue? We do not have any other option but to elect a common candidate as a result of the current political structure in the upcoming presidential election. The person who will contest as the common candidate should resign from the respective party before he or she hands in the nominations. If it was our mistake to take part in making Maithripala Sirisena the president, may we be cursed. Let us also be cursed for Ranil Wickremesinghe's actions that have shattered the hopes of law-abiding people for good governance in this country. Let us revitalize our hopes in the coming presidential election for a leader who, as per the message of Venerable Sobhita, will have a conscience, and a leader who will be responsible for the citizens, and a leader who is committed to the rule of law.
නීතිය මත පාලනය වෙනුවෙන් කැපවෙන නායකයෙකු වෙනුවෙන් ඉදිරි ජනාධිපතිවරණයේදී යලි විශ්වාසය දල්වා ගනිමු.
Another ceremony was held yesterday to commemorate the 77th birthday of the former chief incumbent of the Kotte Sri Nahaviharaya, Venerable Madulawave Sobhita Thera.
The commemoration was held at the Kotte Sri Nagavihara with the patronage of incumbent Rajakiya Pandita Darshanapati Venerable Wataruvilla Siri Sujata Thero. Family members of Venerable Sobhita Thero joined in to present floral tributes. Subsequently, a Bodhi Puja was held in remembrance of the late Venerable Sobhita Thero. The Venerable Thero, instead of being limited to party politics, he had the urge to fix this country. Several politicians tended to take advantage of Venerable Thero's actions. Even though those politicians came to power through this, the Venerable Thero's vision is not been fulfilled. So at this moment, while we are commemorating the 77th birthday of Venerable Madulawave Sobhita Thero, the highest respect we can pay him is the leaders of this country and all citizens working for one cause, to make reality the world envisioned by the Venerable Thero and all communities to live in an equal and peaceful environment.
The new commander of the Air Force Marshal Mangala assumed duties this morning.
Air Marshal Mangala Dias was appointed as the 17th commander of the Sri Lanka Air Force this morning. The commander received the traditional honours. My first objective is to strengthen the Air Force system. Our force is looking forward to continue working with the other two forces and the police given the present situation of the country. I would like to thank the President for giving me this opportunity, and I would like to say that I will work without letting him down.
3 people were killed in a road accident in Singharagama, Anuradhapura today.
The police said that a 3-wheeler that was travelling from Nochiagama to Anuradhapura had collided with a container from the opposite direction. 3, including a mother, father and child of the same family, were killed. The mother and son died on the spot. According to our correspondent, the father died upon admission to the Anuradhapura Teaching Hospital. The driver of the container was arrested for further investigations. A motorcycle and a lorry collided along the Mahiyangane main road near the Dalukana tank in Manampitiya today. A soldier of the Civil Defence Force travelling on the motorbike was seriously injured. He was admitted to the Manampitiya hospital and was later transferred to the Polonnaruwa General Hospital. An accident took place when a 3-wheeler and a motorcar collided into each other in Haliyala Badulla yesterday. The accident happened at 9:30 p.m. The accident was recorded on a CCTV camera.
Now, cabinet approval has been granted to issue international sovereign bonds worth $1,500 million. This was after the proposal was presented by Minister of Finance Mangala Samaravira.
These bonds will be issued on the approved sovereign credit limit for the year 2019. Additionally, cabinet approval was granted for a special security plan to protect several religious sites including the Jayashree Mahabodhi in Anuradhapura, Ruwanweli Mahasaya and the Adatamastana, or the 8 places of worship. Thereby, a high security fence will be built around the Jayashree Mahabodhi and Ruwanweli Mahasaya. Taking into consideration several requests by the Mahasangha and others, the cabinet paper was presented by Minister of Buddha Sasana Gamini Jayavikrama Pereira. Cabinet approval was also granted to place a machine to recycle waste polythene and plastic. Using this machine, polythene and plastic can be recycled as well as upcycled to be used as fuel and as material to construct roads. Cabinet approval was granted to place the above-mentioned machine at the organic manure yard in Petiyakanda, Attanagala on the proposal presented by the Minister of Mahaveli Development and Environment, President Maithripala Sirisena.
2 women were arrested in Kohuwala for the possession of counterfeit currency. Police said the arrest came following a tip-off that police have seized 41 counterfeit notes with the denomination of 500 rupees from their possession. The suspects will be produced at the Nugegoda Magistrates Court. Today marks the 75th birthday of the most venerable Tibbatuwawe Sri Sumangala Thero, the Mahanayaka of the Malwatu chapter of the Siam sect.
Most Venerable Tibbatuwawe Sri Sumangala Thero was born on the 30th of May 1944. The Most Venerable Thero hails from the Sri Siddhartha Buddha Rakita Buddhist clan. The Thero completed his higher education successfully and received his higher ordination at the age of 20 years on the 10th of June 1964 under the guidance of then Mahanayaka Thero of the Malwata chapter of the Siam sect at the Sima Malake of the Malwata Mahaviharaya. The Thero was appointed to the prestigious position of Anunayaka Thero or Deputy Chief Prelate of the Malwata chapter on the 13th of May 1992. After serving as the Anunayaka of the Malwata chapter for 12 years, Most Venerable Tibbatuwawe Sri Sumangala Thero was elevated to the position of Mahanayaka Thero or Chief Prelate of the Malwata chapter of the Siam Nikaya on the 20th of June 2004.